Hi, welcome to my channel. This channel is about astronomy. I want to raise some doubts in your mind about the Big Bang, because I'm telling you that the Big Bang is false. But I will tell you that all the current scientific view about astronomy is wrong. And I want to tell you about the sustainers of the to raise some doubt, and I want to tell you from each that they made some mistake. So I started a list, many lists maybe. I will take on YouTube guys, and I will prove to you that they are wrong in one part, and you will understand that they are wrong in many parts. These sustainers of the Big Bang, they do not know science. So watch a minute, this minute I will comment, you listen, if you'll understand, if you know the current view of the astronomy, what is wrong in what he says, and I will tell you then.
Collisions between supermassive black holes. You see, we are in, our galaxy is in a cluster of galaxies. There's the Andromeda galaxy, which is actually a lot bigger than us. Their black hole is much bigger than ours.
Yeah.
We are in a collision course with the Andromeda galaxy. In a few thousand million years, the things will come together. And our black holes, well, they won't hit each other straight away, but they'll feed each other out. A few more thousand million years. And they'll spiral into each other. It will gulp our one down and have it for dinner. I mean, it's much bigger than us. But nevertheless, that will produce a huge gravitational wave impulse, which will go out, and okay, we won't see much of that. We won't be around by then. But
in this video, I am commenting this video, The Future of Cosmology with Roger Penrose, Institute of Art and Ideas YouTube channel. So he's saying that Andromeda galaxy is in a collision course with our galaxy.
there's the Andromeda galaxy, which is actually a lot bigger than us. Their black hole is much bigger than ours.
Yeah.
We are in a collision course with the Andromeda galaxy. In a few thousand million years.
So everybody says this, they take one from another, but look, Hubble, Humason, okay, they made this graphic, graphic, the recession, you do not know English, recession velocity on Andromeda. So Andromeda was receding in Hubble-Emerson 1931 graphic, and now everybody says that it is approaching. And I'm telling you, Hubble guy was crazy. It is not any recession in Andromeda. There is no recession in Andromeda. And these guys don't know physics. Believe me or not, they do not know physics. And what physics says. Then let me put you one other time. Here.
Their black hole. There's the...
Okay, listen.
Our galaxy is in a cluster of galaxies. There's the Andromeda galaxy, which is actually a lot bigger than us. Their black hole is much bigger than ours.
Yeah.
We are in a collision course with the Andromeda galaxy. In a few thousand million years, we will...
So they are speaking, look, Hubble-Emerson graphic. On recession. Recession. You are crazy. So I'm commenting this video, but I will teach you physics, my friends, because you are... Oh, I will take on many guys on the internet. They do not physics. These guys are sustainers of expansion of the universe, and they do not know even that we do not see the universe, and they do not know physics. I explain to you physics. Now this part from his video, from this video, you can search at the minute 7:34. Proves to you that they don't know physics. So he's saying, like everybody, the collapse of the galaxies. He implies the attraction, that the gravity is attraction, that gravity is a mechanical work done by the quantity of force. on space. So, but I will show to you this. So why the galaxy come one towards another? Because they are attracting by mass. This is what he's saying. Listen.
Yeah. We are on a collision course with the Andromeda Galaxy. In a few thousand million years, the things will come together. And our black holes, well, they won't hit each other straight away, but they'll feel each other out. A few more thousand million years. And they'll spiral into each other. It'll gulp our one down. It's have it for dinner. I mean, it's much bigger than us. But nevertheless, that will produce a huge gravitational wave impulse, which will go out.
So listen, mechanical work is a force done by a space. This is gravity. Newton made only one law. Force equal mass time acceleration. This law, okay? And a mechanical work I will explain to you at my table, supplementary. A force does a mechanical work. The force is stopped on the earth with a vector. The vector in our case of the earth is 9 meters per second. That compounds all the vector. It stops mechanical work in a rate. So, but he has only one equation, this one. And it is very hard for them to understand it, okay? And they are confusing electricity with kinetic energy of Newton. It is a mechanical work still, okay? And they did this, gravity. They did this equation. Force equal G mass 1 mass 2 over the radius. Okay. Not understanding this, you see, like gravitational constant. Other guys work in this field, you see. But mass 1 does not attract mass 2 like this in this figure. The vectors are orientated one towards another. Okay, but because you must maintain a stable orbit, when you accomplish a radius and a mechanical work consumption, it is equilibrated to maintain the stable orbit. You understand the force on the area and consuming on you presuppose the mass being the same density, the same consumption of mechanical work. You understand? So they do not understand this stuff. They do not know physics. Believe me or not, they do not know. Newton made only one equation, force. And this is a mechanical work done by a force. And they do not understand the orbits. So you do not have other crazy guys work on this. And that's why I read the Principia of Newton. But you can read it. It is an easy paper. More easy than these guys are falsifying science in actual current day. So this is Newton. And G is F. G is F. Okay? And they do not understand. And they do not understand this stuff. But let me show you again Hume's recession on Andromeda. So what is going to collapse two galaxies one towards another if it is not attraction? It is a constant movement in a circle. You imply some rate of consumption and vectorial arrangements to sustain the same radius distance. So what will do this? What you are saying? What? The craziness from your head. What will do this?
We are on a collision course with the Andromeda.
What will produce the collision? Because the gravity is not attraction. What will produce the collision between mass 1 and mass 2 if the gravity is not attraction? It is mechanical work.
See, in a few thousand million years, the things will come together.
Why?
And our black holes, well, they won't hit each other straight away, but they'll feed each other.
Why?
A few more thousand.
Why will do this? Because gravity does not do this crazy stuff.
Gulp our one down. It's have it for dinner. I mean,
you are crazy, my friend.
Nevertheless, that will.
You are crazy. You are tricking the entire planet, pretending you know science.
Impulse, which will go out.
What impulse?
And
What impulse? Mass time velocity? What impulse? Crazy science, my friends. Crazy science. A trick in the entire planet. We do not see the universe. We see only a small sphere. And these Hubble guys were crazy also. This Hubble guy was a crazy guy. He did not know physics even.
So if you watch that 1 minute, he is talking about the colliding of the galaxies, okay? I will put some commentary again when I film the monitor. This is what they do not know. Mechanical work is a force over space and is a consumption of mechanical work. It's simple to you or not. This is what they do not know. This, you see, you imprime a force, Newton force, mass time acceleration to a mass, and the force does a mechanical work over space, and it stops. So it is a rate of consumption of mechanical work, a consumption of mechanical work, and on Earth there is a vector 9 meter per second vector that consumes mechanical work. You add and subtract vector like this. This is what the simple it is. The gravity of Earth, of the vector of consumption of the Earth that consumes all the movements is 9 meter per second, and it is not calculated, but it is observed by Galileo on falling objects indirectly. He measured 10 meters on falling objects, but it is wrong somehow. Because if you have a wave of water, this vector does not act only on a free body, falling bodies. So it is a consumption vector in a river. If you throw a rock in a river, you see you will make waves like this in a lake, okay? And the waves will stop. So it is a consumption of mechanical work done by a force. But the consumption in the lake, it is implying the forces of the atomic connection of the water. So now this consumption of mechanical work is implying only in an ideal case, like in falling objects, like this. You throw an object, it will consume the force imprimes the mechanical work over a distance, a space, okay? So now they took this and made the orbit, how I presented to you earlier. I filmed my monitor only, okay, and I commented, but I made a supplementary commentary that you will understand that I'm right, okay? So in an ideal condition, they took this orbit of Newton. I read his book, okay, this orbit, and there's a mechanical work and there's a force at work. I make a force, mass times acceleration. And there were many guys that did not understand Newton, what Newton said. I'm not feeling myself straight. I'm not looking straight at the camera always. No, look, I am looking straight. But it is, and I'm saying like a tea science. I have always here a tea or a coffee here. So this is a black tea with cherry. And this is a justification for the science, okay? Science is something to drink with a tea, cup of tea. So they were making this equation. I've told you they are confusing electricity with kinetic energy of movement. Einstein is wrong physics. I will tell you some other time. I told you already, but in my previous videos, okay? So they are bragging with crazy stuff. I show to you that with a graphic, crazy graphic that Andromeda is receding, now it is approaching, okay? So the rate of consumption presupposes an empty void, and you put the equation of Newton with the rate of consumption on mass in this circle, and to sustain a constant circle, you imply the rate of consumption on the Earth like this. You suppose you know 9 meters per second, you have a mechanical work consumption on this. You suppose then that the the vectorial rate is similar, and they do not calculate this exactly. They are like pretending. They do not know science. You do not believe me. These guys are tricking the entire planet. Big Bang is false. The light diminishes distance. They do not understand this stuff, that an object becomes fast small. They do not understand. They are supposing that you are seeing with a naked eye your friend from a mountain like this. They are this crazy in their head. You see a friend like this from a mountain, and you're a naked eye, you see stars. What is the power of your eye if you see from a mountain only like this, to see stars at night, at billion years? They are crazy. And how you'll maintain? This is a simple circles. 100,000 years. How you will maintain from a center, temporal center, 100,000 temporal times orbit. With what black holes? They are crazy. This implying that there's some black holes in the center. How a black hole will act in 100,000 light years to maintain billions of stars in 100,000 light years temporal function, because they say that our galaxy has 100,000 light years. These guys are making me angry, and you do not believe that they do not know physics.
Collisions between supermassive black holes. You see, we are in, our galaxy is in a cluster of galaxies. There's the Andromeda galaxy, which is actually a lot bigger than us. Their black hole is much bigger than ours.
Yeah.
We are in a collision course with the Andromeda galaxy. In a few thousand million years, the things will come together. And our black holes, well, they won't hit each other straight away, but they'll feel each other out. A few more 1,000 million years. And they'll spiral into each other. It'll gulp our one down and have it for dinner. I mean, it's much bigger than us. But nevertheless, that will produce a huge gravitational wave impulse, which will go out. And, okay, we won't see much of that. We won't be around by then, but...
So they took this mechanical work with rate of consumption, they put the radius, this is a force, they put G instead of F as a force, and now gravity means rotating, and in English is like a force from Star Wars. Gravity means a rotation force. So now if you have a radius to maintain in a constant radius, so it must be an equilibrium between the consumption of mechanical work and the force that it is applied on a mass to move it like this. And they do not do this correct. NASA guys go like intersection, vectorial intersection. They do not know this stuff. They intersect a planet with a vectorial intersection, like optical with... I'm telling you that these guys are crazy. You do not believe me. They do not know science. And I'm telling you, you could not prove me wrong, because I know physics, okay? And you cannot sustain from a center 100,000 light years in orbit. Through no magical means. You, all of you, are supposing magic stuff, not science. With some magic stuff from your heads, you sustain 100,000 light temporal time years stars in orbit from a center. How you do this? How you do a function to grab from here a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 100,000 years to grab it from one present. So a present grabs 100,000 light years. These galaxies are small stars. Believe me or not. They are stars put in clouds, object. Imagine like a thundercloud having pieces, and they're electroshocked and they are close. And our galaxy is a sphere, like this. Copernicus put the solar system in the middle, the sun in the middle. Our galaxy is a sphere surrounded by clouds, and we cannot see the universe. And all of the universe, it's a Greek term, a Latin term. Cosmos and universe. That's why the Bible says the skies and the earth. And the Greeks says like a cosmos, like everything. And the Latin word universe, universal, everything. And you take on this, you do not understand that an object is small. and everybody, you do not see the universe, okay? So I will take a list, entire list. I demonstrate you that these guys do not know physics, believe me or not. And how fast can I explain to you that this is gravity, mechanical work, and you must suppose why does not stop? Why? It is a force that pushes it in, and it is another force, 9 meters per second, that stops the mechanical movement. And to maintain a constant orbit, you must add a force constantly. You see, force, you add it to maintain a mechanical work done by a planet mass the same radius. So it is not attraction, and you do not attract another rock. It will not. If you go to the space station and you wait until the space station will attract you, will be crazy. You intersect the vectorial intersection. And this is how NASA proceeds. And you do not believe me. It is earth shaking, but not only that why I'm saying that the Big Bang is false, but how much people sustain false science. This is more earth shaking than what I'm telling you, because they are crazy and do not know science. Okay, against the Roger Penrose, this is the way I made my videos. Okay, I discovered Big Bang is false, and we live in a sphere, small sphere, and we can reach the stars. And why does it is not important? We can reach the stars in our current day with rockets, because the stars are not like our sun. They not have a thermal emission. They're very small, putting clouds. The stars and the galaxies are simply stars, small stars, a cloud, small cloud. Okay, so this is the way I made my videos. My hand was shaking a little bit, like I'm tired, and I'm telling like a tea science. I have this here, a black tea with cherry. Goodbye, God bless. Against Penrose, okay? Goodbye.